All right, so we were working on this part, right? So till now we have talked about, so till now we have talked about our if statement and the else if part, right? So this was if we have a condition that is true or false. Now let's do another condition in which we will be using our comparison operators just as I talked about here, okay? Let's first comment this one out, and now I'm gonna work at a problem. Now the problem goes like this. So for example, if I'm gonna ask the user to give me two values, right? So we'll be using the input statement for like 2 times, and then we're gonna ask the user to give us a value, like give two values, and then we'll just be comparing both of these, right? So if the first one is greater, we'll be printing like first is greater than second. If the second one was greater, we'll be printing like second one is greater than the first one, okay? So while doing this problem, I hope your concept of using the comparison operators will also be cleared. All right, so without wasting time, let's go ahead. So first of all, we need the input statement to take the first value from the user. I'm going to say A, not a capital A, because capital letters in programming are not usually used, okay? It's not a good practice. Okay, so I'm going to say A and then equals to, and then as we all know, the value that user is going to give will be an integer, okay? So in Python, whenever you want an integer value given by the user, you need to say this int, and then within brackets, you're going to ask for the input. Just like that. And in here, I'm going to give the message. In this message, I'm going to say, in this message, I'm going to say, please give me the first value. Just like this. And then I'm going to say b equals to, in here, I'm just going to say again, int, and then bracket, input, okay, and then if we can say again, like, please give me the second value. There we go. Now we're going to use our if statements, okay? So till now, I would ask my viewers to just pause this video for a while and at their own, just go ahead and try to solve this problem at their own, and then come back to see how the solution looks like, okay? All right,
All right.
let's go ahead with the solution now. So in here, now I'm going to say if, all right, if this first value, which is now A, if this A is greater than B, I will just be saying print. And again, I'm going to use the F string. As I told you, this one is very efficient. So I'm going to say A. And then if you want to use some variables in here, you can use it with curly brackets. I'm going to say A is greater than, and then again the curly bracket inside. I'm going to put B now, right? And now in here we're going to say else if. How about that? So I'm going to say else if A is less than B, then we're going to say print, and then we're going to say again the F string, and this time we'll be saying curly brackets. This time we'll be saying B is greater than bracket again A. There we go. And for the last value, because if it's greater than B, we may gonna get A is greater than B. If it's less than, we have also done that. Now, what if both of these are equal? Okay, so for that, that is kind of a third if, and for that, the third condition, we can just use else, right? We may not need to use the else here. We can just say else. Now, if that number is not greater, if that number is not less, that may be like, obviously that is going to be equals to 0, okay? So we're gonna say print, and in here I'm just gonna use the F string again. I'm not gonna say A and B are equal. just like that. Okay, let's start run this program. Okay, so we said, please give me the first value. In here, I am going to say, how about we say 4? And about the second value, I'm just going to say 2 again. It says 4 is greater than 2. Nice. Let's try again with some other data now. How about I now give the first value as 4 as 2. 2 here, and then 4 here, and then you see it again says like 4 is greater than 2, right? Now this time our else if, like this elif part, worked well. Nice. Now how about we try to run this program again, and I'm gonna say 4 and 4, right? I'm gonna use two same values. So I'm gonna say 4, enter, and then 4 again, and then enter. There we go. It says 4 and 4 are equals to each other. There we go. Okay, so this is how we use our comparison operators within our if statements. All right, so I hope you got the whole concept. Now, this was something. This was the like basic examples of our if statements. Now I'm going to take you towards another concept called as the nested ifs. Just like that. Okay, so it works like this. You're going to say nested if, and inside the nested if means that we're going to give an if statement inside another if statement. Just like that. Okay, so nested if means that you're going to use an if statement inside another if statement. Okay, so for example, if I need to check, okay, so for example, if you need to check if a number is positive number and it's also greater than 10, okay, then you may need to use the nested if statement. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use this program that we just did. Let's just copy this up and paste it down on here. Okay, and what modification I have just did in the question is like I want to check if that number is greater than, if the first number is greater than b, is that also greater than 10 as well. Okay, so in here you're gonna say if again, if a is also greater than 10, then you're gonna say print, and inside here you're gonna say and also greater than 10. You see, and if I say that if that number is less than b, and if it's also less than 0, okay, then I'll be saying this. So I'm gonna say if a is even less than 0, which means that a somehow becomes negative value, then we're gonna say print, and in here we're gonna say and no, with the brackets as well, we're gonna say and less than 0. There you go. So I hope you will understand the program as soon as I run it. Okay, so this is how our whole program looks like. This one is our if statement, and I have used another if statement inside my if statement. This phenomena is called as the nested if. Okay, let's try to run this program now. So how about to say 11 here, 11, and then I say 2. Now technically it should say your value is like 11 is greater than 2 and also greater than 10. Let's try to run this program. There you go. It says 11 is greater than 2, right? And now it's asking, say, please give me the first value. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Actually, this whole program ran this values because we don't want to run this one. I'm going to run this program again. Okay. It says, what is the first value? Let's give 11 here. And then the second value, like 2. And then it should say, we're working on this one. Okay. And then it should say 11 is greater than 2 and also greater than 10. Let's press enter. There we go. It says 11 is greater than 2 and also greater than 10. Let's try again with a negative value 1. Okay, so I'm going to say 11, or how about we say minus 2? So minus 2, and then enter, and then we're going to say 11 here. There we go. It says 11 is greater than minus 2, and this minus 2 is also less than 0. Okay, so this is how the whole if statement and nested if statements work. I hope you understand the whole concept. If you have any questions, you can ask me here or in the comments below.
Okay. Thank you.